For decades, tracking adverse drug reactions was a grind. Medical workers spent hours manually sifting through stacks of paper files to link a single side effect to a specific medication. Today, that trickle of paper has become a monsoon. Pharmacovigilance teams are tracking millions of individual case safety reports, scanning thousands of medical journals, and extracting real-world data from electronic health records every single day. Human analysts simply cannot read fast enough. When safety teams are buried under an endless stream of data, the probability of missing a rare, fatal drug reaction increases. To survive this volume, the pharmaceutical industry is turning to artificial intelligence. Modern machine learning algorithms can ingest, sort, and flag thousands of safety documents in milliseconds. Relying on this speed creates a dangerous new vulnerability. If an AI misreads a symptom or drops a critical signal, the consequences are immediate. We are solving the long-in crisis by introducing a system that processes data faster than a human can verify it. This is the automation paradox in drug safety. The tool required to manage our medical data is too unpredictable to operate without constant human supervision. Current AI systems process this information probabilistically. They calculate the most likely answer based on patterns in their training data. In high-stakes medical evaluations, a likely guess can be a fatal error. In 2025, the Council for International Organizations of Medical Sciences released a definitive framework to govern this technology. It establishes global rules for how AI must be used in drug safety. The CIOMS protocols provide the technical guardrails that keep human experts in control. They ensure that clinical professionals remain the final, mandatory check on every high-speed calculation the machine performs. The CIOMS framework relies on a risk-based approach. It requires developers to evaluate the potential harm an algorithm could cause if it fails, then restricts its autonomy based on that specific threat level. For low-risk tasks like translating documents or identifying duplicate reports, the AI operates with high autonomy. Errors here have minimal safety impact. But rules change for high-stakes decisions, like determining if a medication caused a patient's organ failure. High-risk tasks require a human-in-the-loop protocol. The AI assists by organizing clinical data, but a human medical expert must review the logic, challenge the findings, and provide the final clinical authorization. Global authorities like the European Medicines Agency and the US FDA are enforcing these exact classifications. They require organizations to document exactly where the machine stops and the human expert begins. Human expertise remains the final barrier between a catastrophic algorithmic error and a patient's well-being. This oversight is difficult because of the black box problem. Many advanced models cannot explain how they arrive at their outputs. The internal logic is invisible, even to the people who built the system. This opacity allows for hallucinations, where a generative AI fabricates plausible but entirely fake data. A hallucinated safety signal can trigger a massive, wasteful investigation into a side effect that doesn't actually exist. To counter this, CIOMS prioritizes explainable AI. Medical reviewers must be able to trace the decision pathways the algorithm used, mapping the final output directly back to original medical records. Bias is another hidden threat. If an AI learns from historical data that underrepresents certain ethnicities or age groups, the model will carry those blind spots into its safety evaluations. A safety signal that cannot be explained or verified is useless. Transparency is the only way to ensure machine-generated insights are safe for public health decisions. Successful governance will allow pharmacovigilance to shift from reactive tracking to proactive prediction. Instead of waiting for side effects to be reported, AI will model drug toxicities before a product even reaches the market. This requires feeding models vast amounts of interconnected data, linking millions of electronic health records with insurance claims and global patient registries. Connecting data on this scale triggers severe privacy risks. Large language models are highly effective at cross-referencing disparate files, meaning they could potentially re-identify individuals from supposedly anonymous medical records. Deploying predictive AI at scale requires bulletproof cryptographic safeguards. Public health cannot be protected at the expense of individual patient privacy. In the coming years, pharmacovigilance will function as a proactive, predictive shield, stopping adverse events before they can reach the patient. Reaching that future requires strict adherence to the CIOMS guidelines. We must maintain the oversight protocols that keep human medical judgment firmly in control of the process. The revolution in medical AI centers on intelligence augmentation, a specific partnership where the machine handles the data and the human saves the life.